Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have an HP laptop, and in this video I'm gonna take you on step by step how you can open it up and how you can clean the fan system, the heatsink, and even how you can repaste. If your laptop is running really warm and it sounds like a jet engine because it's probably clogged up, you might want to open it up and clean it. And you should do your own services once every year, a year and a half, depending how often you use the laptop. If you're using it 6 to 7 hours daily, 6 hours daily, you might want to do it once a year. By servicing your laptop, you're not going to change any configuration, anything in the system. It's just plug and play. It's safe to do, and there is no configuration needed afterwards. I'm going to go over the tools that I use one by one, and every tool that I use, I'll leave the link in the video description so you guys can purchase yours in case if you want to. Tool number one is an iFixit screwdriver set. This is the basic set. If you want to get a Pro, they do include opening tools and some tweezers. If not, get the basic set, as they have one of the best bits out there. These are made out of S2 class steel bits, and they're really tough in steel. We are going to use a Phillips number one. If you get a Pro set, they do include you with an opening tools. If not, grab yourself a guitar pick. And metallic guitar picks are really suitable to opening cases and covers. Plastic spatula or wooden rod, that's good to have. Tweezers, very important. I used our new toothbrush to clean up the fan system and the casing. You need a workshop towel, one sheet of the workshop towel. It is very important to use a workshop towel. Do not use any microfiber or anything like that, because the reason is because of the next one. The next one, we're going to be using an alcohol. 99% is polyiso-isopropyl alcohol. Do not use anything under 98%. Don't use anything under that. And the reason is for this towel is as soon as you put alcohol on top and you want to clean the CPU or the components, it will rip apart really, really easy, and it will not damage the components on the motherboard. So that's why I recommend you this one. If you use a microfiber, it can get tangled in between the capacitors and it can damage the board. So use this one. All right. And the next important one is a thermal paste. What kind of thermal paste you want to use? You can go with an Arctic MX4, MX5, or if you want to go overboard and get the best, go with Thermal Grizzly Cryonut. These thermal grizzlies are one of the best thermal pastes out there, and we're going to be using this one for today. All right, with all this set, let's get it started. On the bottom of the laptop, you're going to see a whole bunch of screws. All the screws that they are down here, they have a little C-lock that will prevent the screw coming out entirely. So pretty much all you need to do is to rotate, and is just loosen up like that and leave it in there. There's a hidden screw right inside this hole and this hole. So you want to unscrew all of them and make sure they're loosened up. Do this to all the screws, they want included in the middle too. Also, if you guys like my videos, if you find my videos helpful and helping you guys out, you can support the channel by clicking the like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. It helps and motivates me to make more videos, take requests, and answer your questions in the comment area. I appreciate that. All right, now that we loosen up all the screws, we're gonna grab the laptop like this. We're gonna check the opening tool between the bottom cover and the palm rest right there, and we're gonna twist it like this, and you're gonna see a gap opening. Look, already came out. So if yours is not coming, keep continuing until you feel the bottom cover loosen up. Down here, you're gonna see the bottom cover. You can take it outside, clean it, use a toothbrush to clean the mesh, dust mesh, and even if you want to wash it up nicely and leave it to dry. It's aluminum. And down here, you're gonna see the whole motherboard and the battery and everything, the heatsink and the fan. The fan is pretty clean. Yours might be very dirty. So again, you might want to clean it. You don't need to remove the the fan to clean up to clean it up. All you want to do first is disconnect the battery. To disconnect the battery, grab these cables. Don't put a screwdriver, don't make it short. Grab it like that. The cables are really strong, so you can pull on the cable, but if you don't want to be pulling on the cables, put your fingernails on the side of the jack and pull them backward straight, but it's really hard. So it's easier to pull this cable backward straight so the jack comes out straight so it doesn't bend the pins. So disconnect the battery. Next, we are going to disconnect the fan cable right in here. Here, I'm not going to put on the fan. I'm going to put tweezers on the side of the fan connector right there. And I'm going to wiggle it around and pull it back. The connector should come out pretty easy. All right. We're going to remove the 4 screws on the heatsink by the CPU. Go ahead and remove them. They have a C-lock on them. Again, you just have to loosen them up. Once they are loosened up, there we go. You want to grab it from here. Don't grab it from this side. Grab it from by the screws. And then you want to wiggle it around a little bit, slide it, and then it's going to break the seal for the thermal paste. And you can lift it up like that. Now, yours might have a lots of dust plugged up down here. You want to clean it up. Take and blow some nice compressed air through here to clean the fans. And for the fan, the reason I disconnected here is in order if you want to blow some air through here, you can just clean it up with a toothbrush and blow some air from here through here so you can clean it up. If you connect a fan connector here and you blow with a compressed air, you can give an extra revolution here, rounds, and it will generate voltage backward to the motherboard. And that's bad. That's why we always disconnect the fan before blowing any air through the fans. Right? This one is pretty clean. If yours is very clean it up. Now, there's so much thermal paste from the factory here. So people are like, oh, you put too much thermal paste. Talk about too much thermal paste is not bad, because here we have exaggeration of the HP. So we're going to put an alcohol on the towel, and we're going to wipe over, and we're going to remove the excess of the thermal paste right on the CPU. There we go, nice and clean. Now we're going to remove and clean. Make sure you don't bend the tubing, it's really fragile. Just grab it gently. Put a lot of alcohol so it blends down nicely. Wipe it down. Once it's nice and clean, now we're going to repaste it. To repaste, simply, you can put one drop, one line in the middle, or you can spread it around. Doesn't matter how you want it. I'm going to just spread it because I have a spatula here. Doesn't matter if you put thermal paste around it, it's not conductive. There's no harm in it. There we go. I'm just gonna wipe it. This one is pretty expensive. Right, once you clean it off, I like cleaning this spatula so it doesn't make a mess. Put it back in there. Now all you need to do is to grab the heatsink, drop it down in there, bring it evenly over, and hold it down, and you want to cross screw these ones. Do one there and one cross opposite on the other side. So evenly spread the thermal paste. There we go. And one. There we have it. Now it's in place. You want to grab this fan connector and you want to slide it inside the connector and pinch it right in there. Make sure it goes all the way in. There we go. Has to be all the way in. Once you have everything in, double check, make sure everything is nice and snuggled in there. Grab the battery connector. Make sure you want to put it straight evenly inside the jack. Don't go sideways in. Otherwise, you're going to shorten down. Straight in, and then you want to pinch it with your thumb all the way inside the connector. And put this one's right in beside it. And pretty much we are done. Do any more cleaning if you want to. Don't blow any more compressed air because the fan is connected. Grab the bottom cover that you cleaned up already. Put it straight right on top. Push down the middle. There's a tiny clips in here. Push down the front end, the back corners, and the last thing would be to just tighten up all the screws on the bottom cover. Go around and tighten it up. Again, I hope you guys liked this video and helped you guys out. If you have any question or requests, feel free to leave them in a video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next videos. Just gonna finish up putting up the bottom screws. And this is how you can service your HP ProBook 445 G7 model.